What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Over Their Head podcast. It's your boy, your host, Kris Gardner, along with my co-host,
Alexandria K.
And we in the building, and we back for episode 5.
Cinco.
That's Spanish for 5. For all my Duolingo people who struggle. We do Busu and Duolingo, so we know uno, dos.
You messed up
God
already.
Damn it. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, episodio. Esta cinco episodio.
Non-Hispanic people be having a hard ass time rolling that R. That roll R be giving y'all the business. Hell yeah, I can.
You Spanish?
I can roll the R. No, but I grew up around. I live in Texas. I grew up around a lot of Hispanics.
So roll your R. Let's say rico.
What?
Rico. Oh, you know how to roll your R for it. But see, I do like the long rico.
That's
Está bien.
a little zesty when you roll the R like
First
that.
First of all, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all don't listen to her. That's not zesty. No, it's not. It's more like what's the old boy that used to play the Carlos Santana? That's what it's more Carlos Santana.
Giving more. What's the other guy's name? Ricky Martin.
I'm fine with Ricky. Ricky Martin got all the bitches. He got all.
Ricky Martin not?
No, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't you do Ricky Martin. He is as straight as Prince is. Prince is straight. Oh my God. Okay.
I can't speak on Prince. I don't really know anything. I was a Michael Jackson fan.
Well, what it was Prince he was the first person to wear the eccentric outfits. Like he's out there, the ass chaps. And,
oh no.
He was. Oh,
Michael
Prince
Jackson
was out there.
is my favorite artist of all time.
What?
Michael Jackson, favorite artist of all time.
What? Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson, king of pop, one of the greatest. But to say he's your favorite artist,
my greatest artist of all time, yes.
What define greatest? Like meaning so you only could listen to one artist for the rest of your life.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Well, you just said.
I just say he's like my favorite artist, like of all of the.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So if you you can only listen to one artist the rest of your life. Who's your artist?
Oh goodness gracious! I don't know. I would get tired. Who has a catalog big enough for you to not get tired?
I would say Drake. I would be a Drake.
I couldn't, because even with like,
I
love Aaliyah, but all of her songs are just like played out. Like sometimes I can listen to it and sometimes I can't because we've been listening to the same songs for the last 20 years.
Okay, so because I have an album that I can listen to for the rest of my life.
You think that?
No, I because I've listened to it now for like the last 13 years and I still listen to it like it's brand new. And I talk to other people and they do the same thing. It's that A$AP Rocky's first album, that Long Live A$AP. Like, oh, bro, I can listen to that. I still to this day, I was just listening to the song when I was getting my haircut. I listen to that album still to this day. When it rains, I listen to it. Like it's one of those. So if that's the only album I would have, it would be that one. But an artist, it would be Drake. I would need his catalog.
And I'm going to say Chris Brown only because...
That's not a bad one.
Only because he has so many songs.
That's what I'm saying. And in so many different ways he sings it. It's not just...
So many songs.
You know what I mean? It's not just slow. He has slow, fast. That's why I said Drake, because that would be somebody I can go up, down. But Michael Jackson?
Is the greatest artist of all time to me.
I think he's the most... Man, I don't think there's anybody who was loved like Michael Jackson.
Because not only are the lyrics good and the performance good, there's composition. And that's why I like Chris Brown. For a modern artist, there's composition. You can hear the violins, you can hear the drums, you can hear you know what I'm saying? Like you can hear all of that in the music versus just like somebody just like on keys, you know? Like you can actually hear
that's why I give love to guys like Kanye West then.
Yes.
Okay, so Kanye West to me, and that's why I told my brothers, is the greatest artist of all time. And everybody's like, why would you say that? His ability when he makes songs, and if you listen to the songs, some of his songs are like 6 minutes long. 3 minutes or 4 minutes would be song, like the actual song. And the other 2 minutes is pure production. The being able to bring in like Elton John for just to sing one part, or to bring in Rihanna to sing just one part.
All of the lights.
You know what I'm saying? It's like she's not on the rest of the song or nothing. She's literally on all of the lights, all of the like, and that's it.
No, she's singing the chorus for sure.
But I'm just saying, like
Alicia Keys has one part in the song, which is
but
whoa, and that's it.
He did that to Elton. But that's what I'm saying. That's artist. Yeah. That's artistry to be able to take one little part and then their names on the song, everything, but it's literally just them singing one little part. The Elton John part is
I tried to tell you, but
and that's why I say to me, Kanye West is the greatest like artist. Because I think it's art that he creates. Like, but damn, it's hard to argue against Michael Jackson. I just realized that.
Well, I mean, if we do Dead or Alive, you can say Michael Jackson alive, yay.
Okay. I like that. It's a great list.
Because I really do like Ye a lot. I like Travis Scott's sound, and I didn't realize until later that that's actually Kanye's sound.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
well, you have to have somebody to set the standard. It's like saying Eddie Murphy was nothing but Richard Pryor. You know what I mean? Like you have to have somebody who.
That's not the same comparison, because Travis was signed to Good Music, and Kanye was producing his songs.
Eddie Murphy came up under Richard Pryor, which is why he has Harlem Nights. He's underneath. You know what I'm saying? He's worked with Richard.
But he was more like a mentor type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Ye was actually helping him make this music. Like Ye is on the keys.
Well, I think it's like a Kid Cudi situation. Like you have to have a natural gift and talent. Travis Scott probably had a natural gift and talent, and Ye just kind of like helped fix the sound.
Right, but his sound is Ye's sound though. It's not like original his sound. It's literally.
I don't know. He kind of have his own little. Because he doesn't make the music like Ye makes music. Ye makes a whole different type of music. I'm not a whole different. I shouldn't say that. But just as far as like, to me, it's more like the A$AP Rocky, the abstract sound that Playboi Carti is more or less they're playing with sounds than they're actually like rapping and making words that you like. But I don't know. Travis Scott got some fire. Like some people don't like it or whatever, but I think he's an unbelievable artist.
When I said that, I was like, Travis Scott is going to be one of the biggest artists of our time. And it was just based off of what I knew about his fan base. People would try to like, who listens to Travis Scott? I'm like, bro, everybody listens to Travis Scott. That's my point. It's like
he has a niche audience.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily hood. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's just like everybody who has an appreciation for everything else. You know what I mean? And so like, I think he's great. It was just I know niches of people who never would ever give him the time of day. And so that's why I'm slow to put him as the greatest, but I love the way he plays with sounds like A$AP Rocky plays with sounds like Playboi. Now Playboi Carti with the sounds, I don't know
anything about him.
Yeah. Okay. So if you ain't listened to the new Playboi, that was real hot when it came out. But he's kind of the same thing.
My brother said that. He was like, "You're not even hip." Like, have you listened to the new Playboi Carti? I was like, "No."
See, I'm well. That's because I'm younger, and so we about the same age, and so we don't.
Not even close.
So anyway, how was your week, man? Enough about this music shit. How was your week?
My week, I don't remember.
Why did you just sing? Did you do that?
Because I don't remember what happened for my week. Like, it's just work. I did, like I told you, I saw a really cool, I'm not going to say, but I did see a really cool space in Dallas that I'd never seen before. That was a highlight. Just been like working. Working, yeah.
Just grinding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you making the food? Is that our work? Or do you do other things? Work. Nothing else.
Oh, well, content creation is also work. Yes.
You're doing good on your content.
Yes,
I've been looking at it.
Yes.
I say she's over here trying to piss people off. She's doing a great job.
I'm not even trying to, though. That's the crazy part.
We're going to get into your little post that you made. I made sure to comment on that. I made sure.
I'm not even trying to piss nobody off. They're just getting angry.
But put it this way. You're doing your job, and you're doing a great job.
I'm literally just being myself. I noticed that, no, I swear, I don't swear, but I noticed that whenever I would try to go viral with other things that I see, like that would relate to other viral posts, it wouldn't work. But when I put how I actually feel or think on there, people lose their fucking minds. Because
people like opinions. People don't want people.
This is crazy.
People don't want people on a fence.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody who agrees to both sides. That's why Trump was such a great thing for America as far as content goes, because, hey, either you fucking like him or you don't. Nobody want to hear I can kind of see what he's saying. Nah, you want to say, man, fuck him. Or, nah, he's the greatest president. Like, that's what you want. I want either or. So that's why. Don't go online trying to appease everybody. Oh, I don't want nobody to think. That's my point. I don't want everybody to think this about me. But then you notice what goes on there is when you say, I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks.
Yeah. And so I one thing that I am, and I don't want to say, like, I touched up on it yesterday, not having a hard time with, but is annoying me is like all of the men that are like talking so crazy to me, like just calling me bitches and hoes and just saying the most disrespectful things that they could possibly say just because they disagree with me. Mm-hmm. The emotional intelligence in America, but especially the male species, is very low. And I said what I said.
At least you have an opinion. Yeah. And I can deal with that. Yes, it is low, but it's low because of women.
That's fine.
If you want,
it's not true.
If you really want to know why I mean, because let me tell you why.
If the women is their mama.
That's
if the women is their mama.
Hey.
But you can't use that. I don't like people that use the way that they grew up as a crutch for their whole life.
Where do you get your mindset from? Where do you get your thinking from? Where do you get the way you handle adversity?
Yeah, but you got to learn to grow out of that.
You got to learn to grow out of it. But that doesn't mean you didn't grow out of it. You have to learn to grow out of it. How do you learn to grow out of it? It has to be, you have to figure out, you have to get in public and figure out, hey, this is wrong. Yeah. Hey, this is not good. Hey, but if you're not in public, if only thing I seen was my mama snaps when she's mad. You know what I mean? Dad may not be around.
My
whatever.
mama calls everybody a bitch when she gets angry.
And so now,
everybody's a bitch.
But or it's my mom says, ain't nobody gonna play with me. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. That's, if people don't understand, that's emotionally like that. That's low, what you low. If for anybody to say, well, if you do this, ain't nobody gonna play with me. Ain't nobody.
What kills me is I'm gonna die about my respect.
Ain't nobody gonna do that to me. I'll be damned if you do it. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, that's
dumbest
crazy.
shit I've ever heard, bro. Like, you can do what you want to do, as long as you don't hurt me, hurt my kids, hurt my family. We straight.
But willing to die over words is crazy.
No, over respect. But first of all, people are willing to go to jail for respect. The black community. I have a friend
that talks about that all the time.
Black community is this. People think that because you know, I grew up with a lot of white people and they all say the same thing. Oh, if you go to hood, you're gonna get shot. If you go to hood, you're gonna get shot. Or if you go to ghetto, if you go to this place, you're gonna get shot. And it's like, no, you won't. No, you won't.
Right.
You won't. Because black people will shoot you for a reason.
Right.
If you anytime I see a rapper, they got 8 bullets in them, he did something before.
Right.
They not just going around killing you like this for the hell of it. It's a reason. It was a perceived disrespect.
And for the record, they're definitely not about to shoot nobody white.
Why? This is my point. You have a better chance, because I hate when they be like, if you're a random person, you are more likely to die in a white grocery store than you are in a hood. Because in the hood, if you don't do anything, nothing's gonna happen to you for the most part. But in the grocery store, at a white, hey, Timmy could just got pissed off and fired at work. And he come in there with a AR. He's been shooting since he was 6 years old. He ain't gonna miss.
Well, I could understand more if they say, well, you go to the hood, you're gonna get robbed. I can understand that.
Now that's possible.
But not getting shot. But robbed is, you might get robbed.
Now that's true. And
that's in anybody's ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's in anybody's ghetto.
Well, I'm just saying the odds. So when I hear people like, oh, don't go to the hood, you're gonna get shot. I'm like, bro, I've never been shot in the hood. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I did, when we were talking about just like black people holding other black people accountable, mm-hmm. and how we no longer do it. Some of us do, some of us don't. But for the most part, it's very much, I'm going to mind my business, or mind your business or whatever.
Business that pays me.
It is crazy that you can actually get shot for not minding your business, or like trying to hold somebody accountable. Like, hey, that's not right. Shut up, bitch. And it's crazy. Like, okay, well, I'm just going to mind my business.
Charleston White said, we got to get out the stop snitching thing. Snitching is when me and you plan a crime. I say, hey, we're going to go rob James, right? Not you, James. We love you, James. We would never rob you. But this is the situation. Hey, we're going to rob James. We know he got $20 million in his bag. Ooh, so we get there, we rob James. We trying to get away. I trip and fall. You get away. I go to jail. They say, who's you with? And I say, Alexandria, okay, or whatever. Yeah, we planned it together and we did it. That's a snitch.
Okay.
If James calls the cops because we robbed him, James is not snitching.
Right.
James is looking out for himself. If James' cousin, if James' best friend, if his neighbor see us doing it, they not snitching. They are just saying what happened. You know what I'm saying? Snitching is when I'm part of the scheme and I break and somebody else gets in trouble because I broke.
Or when you get convicted of a crime and you say, oh, well, I'm going to tell on this person to get lesser time.
Snitching.
That's really snitching.
That's snitching.
Yeah.
But me...
Because nobody even asked you about that. You said, hey, I got some information.
You shoot me? You better call me. I'm gonna have a shirt that says I snitch. I'm gonna buy a shirt that says I snitch. Don't shoot me. It's gonna say I snitch. Don't shoot me. Cause I'm letting you know right now, bro. If you shoot me, you try to beat me up, nigga, I will press charges. I will call the people. You're going to jail.
Well, then okay,
you're going to jail.
But back to is it fair then if it's your mother's fault that you have low emotional intelligence? Mm-hmm. But you're a grown-ass adult. You're a 35-year-old man. It's fair to still blame your mother that you have low emotional intelligence?
Yes. I'm not saying it's fair to blame your mother, but you had to get it from somewhere. Every action, every ability, every behavior is learned.
And I can't stand those people that don't know how to read the room. They don't know how
Why you say that?
Obnoxious that they're being. Like people like that are like, you know what I'm saying, completely like, how they'll say like, oh, we went on the 2-man and he messed up the 2-man because he was being aggressive with the women.
But that's a whole different.
No, it's not. Aggression is still not having emotional intelligence.
Okay, I see where you're playing in that. Okay. Then I do agree in that state. But not everybody's a ladies man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not everybody knows. So that's why I don't even say it's an emotional intelligence. It's more, hey, maybe he just don't know. He gets excited when he gets around women and he's like, oh, she's beautiful. And then he kind of loses himself. Because every man in here got a friend that when girls get around, it's a whole different dude. Yeah. He become a comedian, a magician. This nigga, he know all the tricks. He get everything out. But when we around, he quiet. But as soon as the girls get around, I bring a girl around. Oh, shit, what's up?
Yes, but then there's some men that get aggressive with their homeboys when women get around. You know what I mean?
It's on my point. Not everybody knows.
It's like, bro, you never call me a bitch, and now girls are around and you're calling me a bitch. That's what I'm
saying. But that's I don't even know if that's emotional. I think that's more of just understanding how to control yourself when you're around the opposite sex, because that's why a lot of people get platonic relationships fail.
I guess that's more under self-awareness.
You know what I'm saying? That's why platonic relationships fail so much. It's more just not understanding your emotions and you controlling your emotions. Like, oh my God, she's around. I got get excited because I don't give a fuck who you are. And remember, we talked about this earlier. I don't give a fuck who you are. When you get around the opposite sex, especially somebody pretty, either man or woman, your sense is heightened. You're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? You become more loose. You laugh a little more. Like when you're around a ugly person, you just like,
unless they have a good personality.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying naturally, like if we walked into a room, and you walked in there and there was two ducks, right? Two ugliest bitches in the world, right? I would be okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be nicer. I'm gonna control my, but you walk in with two fine girls. Bro, sometimes you find words hard to say. You be like, oh, how you doing?
I love that. I love when that happens.
But you know what I'm saying? Because that's a real thing. Like to walk in around a pretty person really does affect you. I don't care what nobody says.
Okay, so when this goes back to the men being aggressive with me, with my opinion, right? So let me ask you this. As a man, when you're thinking about attraction to a woman, off the rip, what are you thinking about? What is going to attract you to a woman? Just like off of first impression.
I mean, we're visual creatures, so whatever we see. So if I see something pretty, I see something that's body size to what I like. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I'm gonna notice is, okay, that's my body size, that's my face, that's the.
Okay, so in what world has a man ever seen a woman and was like, "Damn, I wonder what her personality is like"? When you first see her,
I say this:
you're not thinking that.
This is the only time I think that. Because I do think that, but it's very rare and it's only for the certain type of person. It's when the girl is so fucking pretty. Like, you're almost like, she looks like she should be in a box. Like, she doesn't even look like a real person.
I know what you mean.
And then you're like, I bet she's so fucking stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I was like, I bet she can't cook or anything like that. So,
but that's still not her personality at the end of the day.
That's true.
That's not her personality.
That's true. So, yeah, I mean, so that's the first thing I think. But maybe that's a deflection thing. So I'm like, I'm already ready for her to turn me down. And so now I'm like, You're trying to find things wrong with her.
You're further proving my case that it's really just like men being angry in the comment section is just deflection because they're so angry because they just don't get women. But I'm like, speaking on the divorce with Christy, there's some influencers, right? Christy and Desmond, they're getting a divorce. And so she's a very beautiful girl. She's very wealthy. You know, she has all, like a lot of good things on paper, right? And so I'm like, it doesn't matter who you are, how beautiful you are, Beyonce, Halle Berry, Keisha Cole, Christy, whoever, men are still going to want to put that thing in something else. And that's just male biology. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. And so then men are like, oh, you're such a stupid bitch. Notice you didn't say anything about her characteristics or her personality. And it's like, y'all don't really care about that.
Yes, we do.
When it comes to marrying someone, yes. But like off the rip, like I said, you're not like, oh.
No, because there's plenty of girls that are pretty. And if you talk to them for a second, you're like,
but that doesn't stop you from wanting to put your penis in her.
It does. It does. There are plenty of women that offer. And
but you're a man that doesn't have trouble with women or didn't have trouble with women.
Fair.
So as a man which a lot of men do.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm horny out of control, and that's kind of who you're referring to.
You haven't had vagina since you were like.
That's what I'm saying. Horny out of control, right? Like I have to jack off every night for sure, right?
And not to cut you off, but you think of things from like a college football player perspective because that was your life. So it was never a time, where you can wink your eye at a chick and she's going to come over there. But it's not like that for most men.
I've learned that over time. And that, because I think social media helped me with that. I was like, what y'all talking about? What man doing that? What y'all talking about? And then you find out it's so many men doing it and I didn't know. And I'm like, okay, maybe y'all do be tripping. But I don't want to talk too bad about, but I know a lot of times. So if I'm horny, right? And I'm trying to speak from another perspective. Like if I'm horny, out of control, then yes, you're all right. Like then I don't give a fuck. That's why niggas be fucking goats and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean actual animals?
Well, yeah, bestiality. Where you think this shit come from? It comes from horniness, and like I gotta stick my dick into something, right? Or I gotta get off some kind of way. Why you think niggas in jail? We'll start fucking with the, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll start, and then you'll say, bro, that's gay. And they'll say, nah, that's jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you be so horny, bro. It's like, yes, you are right about men in that state of mind that, they not going to give a damn. But that's also like a woman going through ovulation.
Well, I can't speak on that, but what I will say is I feel like the men who have been very aggressive to me in the comment section are those men. Men who just do not get women.
Or maybe not everybody is well spoken.
Yeah.
Just because I'm mad don't mean I know how to communicate. Now it's like
you're going back to emotional intelligence.
Now there you go. You're right. That's why I said you are right. I'm giving you that. You are right. There are men out there that can't control, and that's where it comes from. If anybody's calling you out your name, because nothing online should ever get you riled up enough to call somebody out their name. Now, if you're going to say an opinion, that's different. I talk shit. Like under that same post, I talk shit, but I'm not going to, these stupid bitches.
Yeah, you talk shit to me regularly. You know what I'm saying? And it's not offensive.
Because I'm not going to, I know how to communicate my thoughts.
And even if we disagree, it's not going to turn into like a screaming match. Eventually you're going to be like, I don't agree with you. Yeah. Next topic. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. That's how it's supposed to go.
No, because, but then also you can't let the few, and that's what we do.
Oh, it ain't a few.
But I mean, what I mean by a few is, if you listen to guys on the internet, right? Real dudes you talk to say what about the internet?
The complete opposite. They're nothing like.
I don't even mess with the internet. Yeah. I don't like the internet. Yeah. So we listen to the dudes who are on the internet all day and let them form opinion about men. And that's why I'm like, don't listen to them. First of all, guys on the internet all day ain't guys you hanging out with anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Guys you hang out with probably never don't even got Facebook pages.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't do all that. I don't do all that. But then we won't listen to them. Right. We'll listen to this nigga who's on Facebook all day waiting to respond to what women do.
I'm not gonna lie, even the conversation where they're like, so this is a really big deal where men are like, I'm not paying for a girl and her friends, or
that's my point.
When people talk about that on the internet, I'm like, I cannot relate to that. I've never been out with a man and a friend and he not be like, oh, okay, what do y'all want to drink? Yes, what?
Because how you gonna smash both of them if you don't? That's common sense. Like, come on, bro.
Whatever it is you got to think to make it happen, let it be. And sometimes I think it's just being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like if me and my significant other take my friend out to dinner, we're going to take care of her dinner. Whether it's a joint bank account and we're both paying for that, it's like we're not going to... You know what I'm saying? Don't be ordering no $2,000 tomahawk. I was about to say,
we ain't about to go crazy now. You ain't my girl now.
But like a few drinks or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I'll at least offer. Hey, let me take care of your drinks or whatever. You take care. I'll take care of everything else.
Yeah. So the internet guys are just like, you bitches are bums. You bitches are losers.
That's the point. We're listening to the few who won't do it and who are on the internet.
But what they won't admit is because they can't. It's not they won't, because anybody that can provide is going to provide. Even as a woman, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. If I'm making more money than my man, I'm going to provide for that man. It is what it is.
I've learned not to let statuses change my opinion on the sexes, because it used to do that. This is how women think. You're like, no, that's how a bunch of stupid bitches who have to spend all their time on the internet because they ain't doing shit else think. And that can't change my opinion of this person I talk to every day, this person I do a podcast with. Like if I thought, well, let me tell you, Alex is just like them, then you'd be like, no, I'm not like that at all. You know what I'm saying? But on social media, it messes up how we think and how our views of people and the standard that we hold people to. So the biggest deal is understand the people that comment on social media all day, there's a reason they on there all day. Mm-hmm. They ain't got shit else to do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing else to push them, drive them, go else. The people that hate in your life are the people who ain't doing shit.
Right.
The people doing shit ain't got time to hate. Right. I don't have time to argue with you about what this woman ain't doing. Or anybody that got 4 different comments on that, I mean, I ain't got shit to do today.
Right. So then there are people saying like, why are y'all so, and I really just spoke on that because it was a trending topic and it did very well. So there are people who are speaking on the divorce between Christy and Darnell, Darryl, whatever. I don't even know their names, but I know it's a really big deal.
Why is it a big deal?
Because they're influencers.
Who they influencing?
It's an influencer relationship. So I don't know. I just remember seeing her videos like stomping in heels, and then that turned into like all of these shoe people sending her shoes, and then they started sending her purses, and now she's like a fashionista, and now her husband is involved in the videos, and now they're getting a divorce. They've been together for 15 years. They are early 30s, which is it possible to stay married to somebody when you marry that young?
Yes.
And you're like figuring yourselves out. Then maybe when you get 30, you realize like maybe you just have grown apart. But what I will say is he did ask for a divorce and she didn't want to give him a divorce. And then he cheated. And then now they're getting a divorce because he cheated.
And now he a dog.
Yes.
And he ain't shit.
Oh, they are slamming him. Some people, but there are some people that's like, well, Christy was really annoying and really rude and disrespectful.
But see, the issue is we're forming opinions from 15-second videos. Like literally forming opinions about people.
Right. From
15-second videos that they post once every other week. You know what I mean? Like
baby girl posting every day.
Yeah, but she's not creating those videos every day. You know what I mean? She's probably collecting them all and then, releasing them. And so we need to understand just because somebody posts a picture of them smiling doesn't mean they're happy, right? And so everybody's like, oh, she's annoying. She might be the greatest woman in the world behind closed doors, and he may be abusive or verbally abusive. We don't know that, right? And so the fact that his first thought was, I want a divorce, right? And I can't get a divorce, I'm going to go cheat. He probably ain't that good of a guy anyway, you know what I mean? But through social media, everybody's gonna form an opinion.
You think that makes him a bad guy?
I don't think
he asked for a divorce, but I get it. It's a marriage, and that's why I told you I don't speak on marriage because I don't know nothing about marriage. But it's like, man, he didn't want to. He was trying to get out. So I don't think we should. But
then it's also like we make it too easy to get out. Like, then don't fucking get married.
Right.
This ain't for the weak. And that's the issue. We need to you need to make divorce one of the hardest things in the world to do unless there is like evidence of physical violence and actually I worry about somebody's life.
Well, it actually used to be. There's a group of people that came in and changed that, but I'm not going to talk about that.
But that's my issue. Like, divorce shouldn't be as simple and everyday as it is, because now you're minimalizing marriage. You know what I mean? Now marriage, I don't like this person. I'm upset. I just want a divorce. Instead of saying, yo, my dumb ass signed this contract that says for life. And then I'm over here saying, oh, it's not for life because I'm a little sad right now. Like, that's not how this shit works, bro. Either don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Be single. Do the thing. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to jump into this shit and then jump out and then jump. Motherfucker. That's why I told my guy, I'm like, yo, I'm never going to leave. If you leave, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just...
I love that.
It's literally like I'm a man of my word type shit. Like I know what I signed up for, right? And so if I sign up for that, then I got to deal with those consequences.
But I've also heard people say, you know how much of a terrible woman you have to be for a man to leave you? Because men are not going to leave. So I'm thinking old girl Christy was like, just like really making him unhappy.
Yeah, he's annoyed. He's annoyed. But that doesn't matter, bro. You're married. Like you didn't. It's not about what reading or saying. Have you ever heard about men's happiness? Give me the men happiness saying. I've never heard happy man, happy Stan. I don't know. I've never heard anything that has to do with men happiness. That's not what you're in this for, bro. You're not in this. If somebody breaks into your house, right, or if there's a noise downstairs, you're going to go check that. It could be a guy with a fucking AK-47, bro, waiting for you to walk downstairs and put two in your goddamn head. But as a man, that's the sacrifice you got to make of being a man. But also, if we talk about gender roles, if you want to be even, then bitch, you go downstairs and I'll stay up here and cook dinner tomorrow.
I believe in gender roles.
See, I do too.
I believe in gender roles. I'm old school.
I don't like. I do think it has evolved, right? You have to evolve. We don't live in a time where one salary can support 4 people.
Okay.
So yes,
depending on whose salary it is.
But not every woman is going to get lucky and find a man who can provide $100,000 job every. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, there's just not that many guys, good-looking guys with $100,000 jobs.
Women marry ugly men for stability. You don't got to be good looking.
But this is my point, though. There's a sacrifice that comes with that, right? But I'm saying the guy you want, right? Making the money you want him to make, and him being the same guy. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put me in this.
Y'all know what y'all looking for.
I would provide for my man.
He got to make $100,000 a year.
I told you if I put in a position, just say if our podcast blows or whatever, and I got the money to take care of my man, that's cool.
Yeah, but you don't want.
But I'm not openly seeking a man to take care of. I'm just saying, like, if you can provide, you will.
If he is a man, he wouldn't want to be provided for.
Oh no! You would be surprised how many men want to be provided for this day. So
I'll be a stay-at-home dad. Don't get it twisted.
Okay,
but I don't want to be provided for.
So I read an article.
Okay.
And I actually need to pull it up. But basically about how gender roles are reversing and women are becoming the sole providers and men are actually staying at home.
Because women are 80%. I think black women are 60, 70% of the workforce now. So it used to be when men were the workforce. Now women are the workforce. Women are more educated than men are now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm glad you said that.
There comes a time. Well, yeah, there comes a time where that was gonna alter and shift.
And that's a fact.
The case.
That's not an opinion.
No, not at all. But they're gonna. That means smarter. It just means more. It just means you spent more money to go to school.
Right.
But what it is if you're getting the education, you're getting the master's degree, you're gonna be making more money. If you got this man over here, he don't really fuck with school. He don't do all that reading and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, a nightmare.
Man, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if you have all that going, then yeah, you're not going to be the same guy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be provider. But I mean, I don't know. I don't mind having a woman pay for everything. That shit wouldn't bother me. Would that bother you, James? Okay, yeah. So it's not like you want that, but you ain't tripping if it happened. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a damn if you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you don't provide for me, but if you do, I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know how to be a homemaker.
Do you now?
Hell yeah. First of all, I never believed that being a homemaker is hard. I know we argued about that last time. Never.
Oh no, being a homemaker is pretty hard. But let me give you the reasons as to why they say what's driving it.
What's driving the what?
What is driving women being the role.
Okay, so where'd you get this information from?
With men and women. So I read something.
We gotta source it.
I read something about it online, and then I asked ChatGPT. So what I'm reading right now is from ChatGPT.
Okay, ChatGPT's top reasons why
the shift is about women becoming breadwinners. Okay, and being in a better position than men over time.
This is the list. Alice has a list of top reasons why women are becoming the sole providers and gender roles are changing. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's about economics, education, culture. So the first reason is women are out educating men everywhere. So college enrollment, graduation rates, advanced degrees. Women are dominating all of it.
Facts.
The second reason is most modern jobs reward communication, organization, emotional intelligence, and multitasking. This is where women shine. Manual labor, which traditionally kept men afloat, is shrinking every year. So the manual labor workforce is like decreasing.
Because of AI and all this other things.
Yes, robots, basically. Mm-hmm. Number 3, the economic instability hits men harder. So when industries collapse, the male-dominated ones are collapsing first. Mm-hmm. Manufacturing, construction, warehouse, trucking, automation. Number 4, women are starting businesses at the fastest rate in history, especially Black women.
Facts.
The momentum is outpacing men significantly.
Facts.
Number 5, men are opting out more. Lower workforce participation, less urgency, more avoidance of responsibility. The sitting at home doing nothing pattern isn't universal, but it's growing. And number 6, women simply had to adapt and men did not. Women learned to survive on their own because they weren't given a choice. Men stayed attached to roles that no longer exist. So there's an 80% chance that women are going to be sole providers and men are going to be staying at home or making less money.
I agree.
Which is crazy.
No, it's not. I've always said this. If I started if I have a business that has multiple employees, I'd want them most to be women.
Because they get stuff done.
To get stuff done. To me, they're better followers.
Okay.
Women do.
You trying to tell a group of Black men to do something versus trying to tell a woman.
My point. If I want stuff done, you can't have too many chiefs, right?
Fuck Kris, I ain't doing that shit.
Too many chefs in the kitchen, too many chiefs in the tribe. Like there's a saying for that. There's too many headstrong up top guys. I need people. I need to get this done. Hey, Alex, I need this done by this time. I'm doing. Okay, no, ain't no. I know this nigga ain't talking to me, bro. I ain't doing it. Alex gonna say, okay, I can get that done. Boom. And so I would want.
As women, we almost want to prove that we can get something done. Yeah, I can.
So
it's take me an hour.
Here's the reason the education is such a big deal right now. Mm-hmm. Men have already learned that college doesn't really do shit.
Okay.
Women are just now learning this, okay. But I want 3 degrees. 3 degrees to make $50,000 a year is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I got 3 degrees, I'm gonna be 160, 180. I'm like
375.
375. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be
that IT engineer. Yeah,
it's some people out here with 4 degree doctors, not a doctorate, right? Not actual doctorate,
PhD.
But PhD doctorates. That are making $60,000 a year.
No, oh my gosh!
And I'm
a principal or something like that.
Social workers.
Okay.
All these people have to go multiple levels of school to make the minimum. So that's why I never say, hey, I went to college. I never push college. I have a degree that I don't use. My wife has a degree she don't use. There's so many people. Unless
James has a degree he doesn't
use. Unless you have a strategic plan. About exactly why you're going to college. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a nurse, an accountant. I'm going to be something in these fields, a lawyer that requires multiple levels of degrees, that requires a degree. Because I have a degree that, bro, literally, you do all that to it. You know what I'm saying?
I still push college to my children.
You shouldn't.
Because I want them to have that experience.
Well, it's college, but you don't want them to have the debt.
That's fine.
Like, don't get caught up.
But I'm not telling them to go to TCU where it's $400,000 for a 4-year degree.
Facts.
But TSU is like $100,000 for 4 years. I want my nephew to go experience
But he needs to go for a reason.
Homecoming. Oh,
go
he
for
is.
a reason.
He is for sure.
Okay, like don't just go for don't go and get general studies.
No, he's not.
You see what I'm saying? If he's going to be this in life And that sucks to have to like narrow down what you're going to be. So I thought college would be better. Instead of having college for 18-year-olds, college should be more for like 25 and 26-year-olds.
But also a relationship building experience. There's people like me in entrepreneurship. I had to learn how to do all of these things that I do for business. And you can go to college and learn that. You can learn marketing. You can learn communication. You can be a part of Umbrella Academy and do Toastmasters and learn how to publicly speak to people and learn how to talk to people that you meet. You can be in a sorority or a fraternity and, hey, I need a job, and call your, you know what I'm saying, your frat brother, your line brother.
That was the only thing I was going to say is the educational part you can get on the real job, right? College can only teach you baseline fundamentals. You can tell in business, I don't care what kind of business degree you have, until you actually get into business degree teaches you basic fundamentals. Right. And that's what college does, teach you basic fundamentals. But the most important thing, and that's another thing I'll say, if you do go to college, is the networking.
Yeah.
Who you know, who you meet, because who goes to college? The people who can afford it. Right. Depending on the college you go to, who goes to those colleges? People that can really afford it, right? You end up in a Yale or Harvard or something like that. But if you're just going to TCC, just to say I went to college, like, I don't see the advantage in that.
It just depends. To me, it depends on your level of education that you have already. Because
sometimes
people need continuing education.
What you're going for. So if I'm going to be a teacher,
but I do believe you can read books and get the knowledge and information.
But I don't need you going to school for 4 years, getting $100,000 in debt, and then going to work in an Amazon warehouse.
Well, no.
See what I'm saying? But first of all, not a bad thing. Amazon warehouse people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you didn't need the degree, and then you added debt, and you're paying back something that you didn't even need. And that's why just avoid paying back something you didn't even need is what I would harp on more than anything. Like, if you're going to go to school, bro, have a plan. If not, wait. You don't know rush. College ain't going nowhere. You don't need a college. Go travel the world.
So I've been seeing a lot of people say that, like people that are in the media space and have designed AI and podcast space, stuff like that, saying that like the next 10 years, there will be a lot of influencer jobs. There will be like a lot of internet jobs, which is mind blowing.
There will be a lot, but the issue when you talk about internet jobs is then AI. So what do I need you for if my AI can figure it out?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm slow to say, give me gold. Give me something you can do with your hands. Something that, you know what I mean? Because eventually, or you can have somebody who fixes the computers. This is what I used to think.
That's why I said, give me that IT engineer degree.
IT engineering, cybersecurity.
That's what I'm sending him to school for.
Cybersecurity would be cybersecurity?
No, IT engineering.
Nah, look into cybersecurity.
We talked about this already, though. You don't have to go to college for cybersecurity. You're wasting your time. You can go get a cert for cybersecurity.
But that's my point. If I'm going to send somebody to school, I'm going to send them to a trade school. I'm going to send them to something that...
Trade school is legit.
Yeah, I'm going to send you to something that actually going to move you along in what you're doing.
We should be definitely teaching our children life skills, like skills that you can use to make money. Skills are where it's at. Skills that AI cannot replace.
Yeah, like fighting.
Speaking of influencer jobs, how did you feel about the Drewski skit? The preacher church.
Best skit I've seen this year.
What? Well, we're only 15 days into the year.
Hey, point made.
Why? Why is it the best skit that you've seen?
The production value.
The production was great.
Value.
That was movie level production for a skit.
Production value. But this is Drew. Okay, and I said this to somebody else, and I don't know how people are going to take this, but I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Drewski is the most talented comedic actor since Eddie Murphy to me.
Okay. I can see that.
I've watched this cat for years.
Okay.
I'm very anti-social media.
Okay.
And especially when it comes to
comedy
and influencers and comedy. But this dude, bro, like Desi Banks, they're cool. Country Wayne, they're cool. I know a couple of guys there. But they don't really make me laugh, right? Like the ha 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 ha. This Drewski, bro, and I'm talking about for years, has made me die laughing through interpretations of his mimicking the
one of my favorite skits is the jail skit with him being the Don. He just got out of prison. Oh my gosh! Just a little. What's the other one? So he was a Q. The one he was a Q dog. The one he was a
just like the Q Dog one had me like that really like.
Oh, the one that's really funny is the frat boy skit where he's black and he tries to bring his black friend.
Too, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But that
cool,
to me that was later when the production value started to rise. Like that's why I didn't mention the other one too. The when the real black one, the Black Israelite one.
Oh my gosh!
Because that's higher production. I'm talking about when the skits you could tell were strictly on a phone, no background, no nothing. That dude, but just naturally. To me, the greatest skit creator ever, not even a maybe about it, the greatest skit creator ever. And then to me, because of his natural reactions in these skits, bro, come on, this is Eddie Murphy, man. I'm watching Eddie Murphy. Like he don't have to do too much, and and you literally die laughing, bro.
I get it. I just feel like it was kind of tasteless, and I know everybody's gonna like attack me for that. It was tasteless.
So a lot of people on your side.
It was tasteless.
What do you mean by that?
I think the part that I disliked the most was like, I'm gonna impregnate you with the spirit of God, and he's like thrusting his hips. And he's like, I'm impregnate you. I was like, that's a bit overkill. That was ridiculous.
It's not, because he's interpreting real life. It's not like he is a real preacher.
Right.
He's getting these ideas from stuff that we've seen already. More people got mad at Drewski for playing a preacher than they do with the preachers for playing preachers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's preachers out there that are actually doing the things that he's making jokes about.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know anything about Mike Todd until this happened, and the Mike Todd thing is ridiculous.
How many Creflo dollars? Why do you need a plane? Why do you need a private plane? Why you have literally members in your church who are on welfare, giving you money, and you're flying in a private jet. I'm sorry, bro. He didn't do anything but expose what we should have been saying for years. Hey, these mega churches are an issue.
Do you think he knew he was going to get backlash like this?
Yes. That's why you did it. Think about the white face. He did the last one before this. That went crazy.
And that was tasteless to me too.
Hilarious.
Only because it was funny, but it was tasteless because if someone did that to us, we would be up in arms. They would be calling Al Sharpton about that shit.
No, that's not true. Black people think black people don't like a racist joke. That's not true. We love a racist joke. The issue is they're never funny. Be funny, bro, and we will die laughing.
Don't be offensive.
I don't care about offensive.
Gary Owen has funny racist jokes.
My point, if you are funny, bro, we will laugh for days. Gary Owen explains all the time talking about black people. Yeah. That's how he got his thing. Yeah. Ain't nobody been like, cancel Gary Owen.
Right.
Why? Because he makes us laugh. If you say something fun, if you wear blackface and the humor is I have on blackface, that's not humor.
Right.
Drewski's skit, his skit wasn't funny because he had on whiteface. It was the way he acted to where even white people were like, that's us.
Yeah.
That sounds just like us. Hey, Meemaw, come over here, girl. Yeah. Like talking, the cadence, the everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything was, I showed it to a white person and a white person died laughing because they were like, that's my cousin. That's my uncle. He has us down like Pat. Oh, my uncle says that stuff all the time. When you have people saying that nostalgia, then.
Okay, so with my only like real issue with the church skit is I feel like it's going to maybe manipulate the wrong people, like the masses, the people who are not free thinkers, the people who already have like a bad taste in their mouth. They're like, well, even Drewski, says, you know what I mean? Give them more reason to like shit on religion, shit on,
It should give the churches more reasons to act right. Hey, bro, y'all are being watched and judged. Y'all need to step the shit up. Hey, maybe we trade in our private jet and we start a charity that benefits our community.
Yeah.
Maybe we do that instead of us dancing on dollars in Louis Vuitton shoes.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do nothing but expose what needs to be fixed. And that's what I was like, and it kind of like hit my head. Because I was like, see, Desi and Country Wayne, they do everyday skits, right? Of everyday life, whatever. His skits are pointing out something that is like, oh, bro, we need
now. They weren't before.
Yeah, they weren't. I mean, not even then. He used to, because that's why he made, I'm going to show you the Q Dog one. The Q Dog one, that's how I fell in love with it. I'm like, dude, this is hilarious, bro. He's walking around in a full jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? Blue with the Kango hat to the side and the black and mild doing. I'm like, I know this guy, and it's hilarious. And you can tell there's no production value in it. It's just him going around, just, hey, what's up, baby?
That was around the same time as the motorcycle one, where he, oh my gosh.
And the rapper one, or dudes got money, when they act like they got money online. Like, he's exposing things that we're doing.
Taking the Percocets.
You know what I'm saying?
I had 5 perks in here.
Oh, when he's trying to when he first got up, the first time I ever heard of him is when he did that skit about how dudes be trying to get girls drunk at parties.
Yeah.
When he was like, nah, drink that. And she was drinking, he like pushing the cup up. And then everybody was like, see, that's funny, but it's exposing an action
rape culture.
It's exposing something that needs to be talked about. And that's why I respect everything he does is he exposes things and he has the following to where we can get it, but he's funny enough to where the message gets through and it doesn't feel like somebody's being burnt. So that's why I think that was an unbelievable skit. I'm jealous that I didn't create it. As an entertainer, that's the first thing I think is I'm actually inspired by it. It started to make me be like, oh, now I should do this. I should do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I think it was great. It exposes a truth that needed to be exposed and just needs to be corrected. It's just something that needs to be corrected. It does
need to be corrected.
Like, I'm sorry, mega churches have to look in the mirror and say, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, why is this such a deal? Hey, let's get back to the way we grew. And hey, I need 20,000. I need a 20,000 seater.
Well, I do see like what the mega church preachers' homes blows my mind. Like buying yourself a nice home is crazy, but especially like in Houston. Houston has a lot of mega churches and the homes of these preachers, and you thinking, wow, like
they're bigger than the churches.
They're not helping people in the church, which is insane, and don't even know their members by name.
My point: if I have 20,000 members that come there, or I have a 10,000 seater, who you gonna know? You gonna walk around there with security. You know what I'm saying? You're in church with security because of your how detached you are from the people that you're supposed to be detached to. Because preachers back in the day, real preachers were poor.
Yeah.
Poor.
Mm-hmm.
Poor.
They still had a Cadillac though. It might have been a little bit beat down, but they had a Cadillac.
But I'm saying the real ones. But even before, I'm talking before the original. Because you're talking about in a temple.
Right.
You know what I mean? The monks. You should be like a monk. You ever see a monk?
Yes.
Bro, they don't have, monks sometimes don't even have shoes.
Yes, the monks that are walking from Fort Worth to DC right now, that's an amazing thing.
And this is my point. These are, to me, I would listen to a monk before I listen to a mega church pastor.
Absolutely.
Give me somebody who is in touch with the readings that he's had.
So I do, the monks that are walking from Fort Worth to DC, and shout out to Fort Worth, Texas. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really cool. Mm-hmm. The message really was once you can control your emotions, you have freedom. So even that's what I'm saying, that I don't know what's going on with the emotional intelligence level in America, but it's so bad that monks are walking barefoot to spread the message of control yourself, control your emotions. And then that's the path to freedom. That's literally the message that they're spreading.
Well, goddamn. What an episode. I liked it. James, did you like it? It was good. It was informative. You got your opinions off. We talked about some bitch niggas. No. We talk shit. But so anyway, before we go, you know how we get out. Piece of advice.
You go first. I love your cowboy hat, by the way. I do like that. I'm a hat person. I love hats, and you got a nice hat collection. I'll give you that.
Thank you. My piece of advice, get a good hat collection. No. What's my piece of advice? Oh, I didn't even think about mine. Oh.
Okay, I'll give my piece of advice
You go first today.
Learn how to read an analog clock. Okay? I was in a situation the other day, and I was actually in a lot of pain, and I couldn't touch my phones, and they had an analog clock on the wall, and I said, damn, can I still read an analog clock? And I looked at it, and I can see it was 8:37 in the morning, but I said, there are people in the world who really cannot read an analog clock. How are you going to tell time? If you need to. I mean, time is a concept, but still, like, I'm like, that's a first date question for me now. Like, do you know how to read an analog clock?
Why? Why do I need to know?
Because
there won't be enough of them out there that need to know how to read.
You should know how to read an analog clock.
I know.
You don't know what's going to happen in the world. The internet shuts down. The technology shuts down. You'll need to be able to. Those analog clocks are going to go forever.
You'll go outside. If you don't know how to do this,
by my calculations,
if you don't know how to tell time by the sun, brother, you really in trouble.
But it's normal for you because you're an old nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you can read like your watch. You don't even have numbers on your watch. But I'm telling you, I don't know if my children can read an analog clock, and I feel like that's important. So
teach them how to tell time on the sundial.
Okay.
That's how you tell time.
All right, Paul.
No,
what's your piece of advice?
That's my piece of advice. Learn how to read a sundial. Because once the analog clocks go out, then what?
The analog clock, the Rolex is forever, right? No. That's part of the reason why it's like...
What? So if your battery dies, you think it's going to keep going?
I thought it was like a forever thing.
You think it's a midget in there running or something?
No. But they last like a really long time.
If you unplug a clock, it'll stop working.
What about the clocks, like downtown?
Oh, that's plugged in too. Those could be turned off. No, them batteries, fam. Really? Yeah, them ain't forever.
Are you sure there's not? Well, then
100%.
maybe you're right. Maybe they don't need to.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not going to be able to tell time at all.
Unless you read the sun. The sun's at peak. It's 12 o'clock. This way. East. Think about east-west. If it's east, it's the morning time. If it's going to the west, evening time.
So analog clocks are obsolete.
Not
obsolete.
Obsolete. Yes, they're not necessary unless you own a watch. Okay. My shit work too, so don't even play with me. My shit tick. You heard
what time
me?
Is it? No, what time is it?
Oh, like for real?
Yes.
Oh, 2:40?
What time is it, James? Look at you. Good job. Was that really your piece of advice? Learn how to tell the time with the sun?
No, that's great advice though. But no, mine's just read a book.
Oh yes,
read a book. Like pick a book out. Okay, so the best way to do it is, well, I don't say best way. What I do is, I don't like to actually read. What I do is I like podcasts. Okay. And so I buy audiobooks. Okay. And while I work out and walk, I listen to these books. Same. So I feed my body and I feed my mind at the same time. Mm-hmm. So my best advice to you is to get an audiobook. Walk every day, and when you walk, listen to your book. So your mind is feeding your body. Your mind and your body is being fed at the exact same time. Yes. Become a better you.
Great advice.
Great advice. Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right. That's been another episode of Over Their Head Podcast. It's been your host, Kris Gardner and
Alexandria K.
And we've enjoyed y'all. Y'all have been a great audience. And this is episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cinco episoda. I don't know if that's the word, but it feels right. Okay. Anyway, we're happy. And they keep rocking with us. And I notice every time you post, they fucking with it. And so.
Yes. I'm waiting on you. I'm like, Kris, come on.
Because I have to collect. I like to, because I'm about to, don't worry. Y'all are about to be like, damn, bro, he posts a clip every day. I already got you. You're my first clip. I already got you ready. So anyway, don't worry. Clips are about to go crazy, about to start dropping. Then we're going to start paying for sponsorship. So if you're in here right now, you're the organic group. You're our people. You are our supporters. But in a couple months, you'll be one of many.
Yeah, if you're trying to bring some brand awareness to your brand, let me know.
If you want some sponsorship, you own a real estate investment team, hey, we give us some sponsorship money and we'll make sure you get shouted out. Okay? That's what you want. You want love. You own a barbershop. You do taxes. Hey, tax time is coming. If you do taxes, let us know. We'll shout you out on the podcast.
First thing.
You hear me? We'll make a segment for you. We'll figure something out. I even strip for you. Anyway, thank y'all so much for checking out the Over the Head podcast. We've absolutely enjoyed y'all. We want to thank our producer, James. He's been an unbelievable producer. And this has been an unbelievable podcast. And you're always dope. We should end it. No?
Bye, guys.